And I'm hanging out here at Vintage on Broad in Alta Vista. And you guys are not exactly a hidden treasure, are you? But you have some hidden treasures because American Pickers has hung out with you.
Yes, I have.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, they were here, I think, about 3 or 4 years ago, and I'd always been a fan of that show. And we had opportunity to have them come here. Of course, they don't go into a retail setting. I had some storage areas, and that's where the show was filmed at.
And there were a lot of treasures down there. What did they end up buying?
They bought a lot of smalls. Of course, Frank, he likes a lot of advertising pieces. A lot of haggling went on between the three of us, which is something I'm used to doing because I've been in the antique business for so long.
And were they tough? Did you bend to their will?
I tried to give them some good deals.
But you still have an item they really wanted, and tell me a little bit about that. But they didn't get it, right?
No, we couldn't get together on price. It's a pre-Civil War Martin guitar in a coffin case, and it literally looks like a coffin. And I've had it for about 10 years now.
Wow.
And I ran across it at an auction up in Natural Bridge. Didn't have a clue as to what it was worth. Had a gut feel, so I just bought it. And then they found out I had it, but like I said, we couldn't get together on price.
So folks out there could possibly buy it from you now, right?
It's absolutely for sale.
Excellent. And what about if folks out there have items they want to sell you? Does it work that way?
Oh, sure. If somebody has something they'd like to sell us, I would encourage them to stop by the shop here and see Edie, my wife, and she's a good negotiator as well.
And I have a chance to talk to Edie right now. And tell me a little bit about this piece. This is fascinating.
Yes, I have a couple of ladies who rent a space from me in here, and they make handmade primitives. This piece, I actually saw Paula as she was making it. It started off as a sheet of aluminum foil. Really? She ripped off the aluminum foil, started shaping it into a pear, and shaped the crows separately. She then adds clay, bakes it, paints it, distresses it, and brings it in for sale. So all of the things in here, they have handmade.
Wow. And what is exactly a primitive piece? Why is it called a primitive piece?
Well, primitives were pieces that were made probably in the 1800s. And these are pieces that look really old. Some of them are reproductions, or they're just a really old, simple country look.
And let's take a look at some of the other things you have to offer.
This is another vendor that I have, Lindia, and she does some chalk painting of some old pieces. This magazine rack is a piece that she chalk painted. She does all kinds of things.
And if somebody wants to come in here with a piece of their own furniture, will she do that for them?
Possibly. We'd have to talk to her about that.
We'll have to figure that out. So why should folks choose Vintage on Broad?
Well, we offer a variety of things for people to choose from. We don't just have one particular type.
And also, you know, if somebody has something, they're not sure what it's worth, can they come to you for advice?
Yes, I surely don't know everything, but I often help our customers do research on items to find out what they're worth.
And that's just a small sampling of what they have to offer. They have so many more treasures as well to look at. You can visit them on Broad Street in Alta Vista, 434-941-9547. And that's Vintage on Broad on Facebook. And to learn more about the town of Alta Vista, 434-369-5001. Also a couple of websites, altavistava.gov and altavistaontrack.net.